Hello everyone, it's Wednesday, March 24th, and today's weigh day. So last week I was around 472, I believe is what we were at, and today we are down to 463. That's 42 pounds down in the course of, it's been a little over a month now, I suppose. We're looking at about a pound a day still, a little bit over, which is good progress. And I suppose one of the things I'd like to talk about is some of my coworkers have expressed a concern about the rate at which I'm losing weight. They're worried that perhaps I'm not eating enough, that my intermittent fasting is bad for me, that kind of thing. And I would like to reassure everybody that I am keeping track of everything that I'm eating. I'm watching my calories in, calories out. I'm keeping track of my protein, my fat, and my carbohydrates. And that I'm trying to closely monitor the situation as best I possibly can. And that while I am making strides towards my ultimate goal of 200 down by the end of the year, this rate at which I'm losing things is temporary, more than likely. I believe that we are probably not very far off from a stall, and a stall is a period in which you find that you just stop losing weight altogether. Even though all of the numbers match up, your body just goes, yeah, I think we're done for right now. We'll get back to this later. Let's table this. And I've experienced that many times before. And I think the only way to combat a stall is just to keep crunching the numbers, make sure everything looks good, and take solace in the fact that you know that you're doing what you're supposed to. And that's probably exactly how I'm going to handle it. And I do appreciate the concern that, maybe I'm being a little too strict about this. But in my opinion, I feel that I'm being much less strict than I was the first time around. Insofar as my carbohydrate limit is a little bit higher. I'm a little bit more tolerable as far as, what I'm allowing myself to have. I tried my best to keep it under 10 last time around. This time, I'm trying to keep it around 20 net. If I go a little bit over, I feel kind of bad about it, but, it is what it is. You just do better the next day. And like I'd mentioned before in an earlier video, I am doing a cheat day, like once a month or so. I only eat one meal a day, so really for me it's more of a cheat meal, but it winds up being a cheat day given that I only have one meal a day. And I think that's pretty much all I have to say on that topic. There is one thing I wanted to talk about. I recently found or created a recipe that I'm enjoying pretty well. I'm a big fan of like roasted pecans. And what I do is I take the roasted pecans, they're roasted in butter, and put in a little bit of Worcestershire sauce. I know I didn't pronounce that right, but we're going to go with it. A bit of Tabasco, garlic powder, onion powder, seasoned salt, pepper, and then I take some of that everything bagel seasoning they make and put that in there, and it's so good. It's so good. Now the thing about nuts is they're really high in fats and calories. The fats, not so much worried about that. The calories, got to keep track of those. And so you can't eat all that many. You can have like half a cup or a cup depending on how it's going that day. But they are very tasty. Very, very tasty. And I mean, I'm enjoying them pretty well. I tried it with walnuts. For some reason, I hate walnuts. I don't understand. Like if you put walnuts in, say, like a banana nut bread, or if you're putting them on something, like on some kind of baked good or something, I like them. But if you're eating them by themselves, they taste mildly like furniture. And I'm not sure why. That's just how it works out for my taste buds. I mean, I can talk myself through eating some of them, but it's not a very pleasant experience for me. I really like pistachios. Pistachios are the bane of my existence. I get carried away when I eat pistachios. I've effectively banned them from my diet because I have no self-control when it comes to pistachios. I do like cashews, but cashews are kind of high in their carb count, and you get sort of sick of eating those after you eat so many, or at least I do. And peanuts, I've never really been much for peanuts. Almonds, same thing. I use some almond flour here and there, but it's got a very particular flavor and texture that's very hard to get away from. I suppose that's about all I have to say. That's my rambling about nuts and things. I hope you're all doing well. As you can see, I got a little Fitbit thingy. I'm trying to be a little bit more active. I'm trying to introduce that into my dieting, weight loss journey thing, the road to 250, as we call it. And according to the combination of data between Fitbit and Cronometer, on a work day, which is a day where I'm constantly on my feet, kind of, going back and forth, I burn about 7,000 calories a day, if not more. That's a lot. that's a lot. And on days like my off days where I'm kind of more sedentary, I'm busy taking classes, trying to do some drawing, doing a little bit of writing, playing some games. I still burn about 4,000, and that's a lot. And I think that's contributing to the rate at which I'm losing the weight. Partially because I tend to stick between 1,200 and 1,600 calories, or at least as best I can. Sometimes I wind up going over. But for the most part, I'm pretty good about sticking in that range. And I guess that's about it. I hope you are doing good. I'll see you again Friday. Bye.